Hello and welcome to Promenade Française. This is us. We're here again, as per usual. And what do we got left in this wonderful, excellent, exciting challenge? Well, okay, the audio works. We got day number. What's this video called again? 73. I thought there was 2 weeks left. 2 weeks is going to be day 76. The last 14 days. That means 14. We got 3 more days left of the third week. I mean, the third to the end. Then we'll have 2 more weeks left. I don't know, man. That's why it's called a challenge, right? It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. That didn't really work. There's no audio. Okay. Apparently you can make crazy videos with Google Gemini, but there's no audio. All right. I'm out of energy, man. What are we gonna do? We got this problem, you see. So check this out. Let me share the whole screen. Oh wow. See, it's still going. Okay, so this is the problem. First problem is I don't even read the chapters anymore. I don't even open the book anymore. It's just I don't even know what to do with these. Okay, problem number 2. We're now on lesson number 28. So I just finished watching the video for lesson number 27. And yesterday I watched the lesson number 26, so I tried to catch up. This is the same thing that happened to me in China. You know, you start a semester, you start studying, and like you keep up with the work. You can just, if you watch the videos, you do the prep work, and then you can understand what's happening in the class. You can do the exercises. Everything's fine. And then you go out, party with your friends on the weekend. You come back, it's Monday suddenly, and you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't do my homework. I didn't learn the new words. I'm not prepared for class. Then the teacher stands you up in front of the whole class. You can't answer the question, and you realize, oh my goodness, it's like I don't have the study skills to keep up with this class. See, at the end of the day, it's not really about how smart you are. It's just whether are you going to put in enough time to prepare before the class. And if you put in enough time to prepare before the class, then you get to the class and you're going to have a good enough experience that you'll be able to just keep up, and learn it and feel like you had a positive experience. And then that positive energy takes you to the next. So when you fall behind in a language course, it's detrimental because you're not prepared. You can't participate. The other students are like, why aren't you serious about this? It's terrible. I've been through this experience many times before. And then you send your homework assignment to your study buddy. And your study buddy's like, what are you doing? Like, are you here? Are you going to be part of this? Like, do you care at all? Like, what are you doing? Like, where are you? And I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. There's just so many things I'm doing right now. So what do? Eventually just pull up your socks. You put this video in your plan tomorrow. And you got to do the review. So what's the review? The review is this thing. I don't even know what this thing is. All right, let's start with this thing. So what is this thing? So I was watching the video and they said, okay, 现在时. So this is present tense. In the present tense, we say je m'amuse, je m'amuse bien. What does this even mean? I am having fun. I am having fun. Je m'amuse bien. It's a reflexive verb, meaning I'm amusing myself well. In English, I'm having fun. This one is 复合过去时. 复合过去时. It's like basically it's like the simple past. Je me suis amusé. I had fun. All right. So basically, you put the me. I mean, it's basically similar, right? Except for, so we have the suis. So this is the être and amusé in the past participle. So we conjugate the first verb with the personal pronoun, je suis, and then meaning I was amused. It's really hard to translate this into English. I, myself, is amused. That just makes no sense at all. I had fun. Je me suis amusé. So I think to learn French, you actually have to speak it. Because, I mean, luckily what we're doing with the reading assignment is like we're reading it in French. And then I read it in English at the same time. So I'm seeing the comparison between English and French. All right, last one. Last one says 复合过去时副词加强程度. So it's like, it says, so it says this, past composé plus some added, what is it called when you make it stronger? It says je me suis bien amusé. So if you want to, like, see there, I had a lot of fun. All right, next one. I don't even know what that is supposed to be. All right, so this is what. Now, I don't know if I can remember this, but I was just watching the video. She said, okay, 四口水. It means 躺下,下床,睡觉. It means go to sleep. Put yourself to sleep. So it's also this reflexive verb. So to put oneself to sleep. Now, she said, look, if you use the, what is it called? 命令式. If it's an order. I don't know how to say it in English. What's it called when you tell somebody what to do? Go to sleep. Now, in French, couche-toi tôt. 早点睡觉. Go to bed early. Go to sleep early. She said that. All right, so in this case, you turn the se into a toi. You sleep early. Unless, 别睡觉太晚. Don't go to bed too late. She said, unless it's a negative, in that case, it's still te. So if it's a positive, it's toi. Go to bed, you. And here it is, don't you go to bed too late. All right, and she said, se lever. So se lever is to get up. Levons-nous tôt. So it says, she said, if you say we should get up early, then let's wake up early. Levons-nous. Let us wake up early. And then she said, okay, it's also the same with ne, with nous, even if it's negative. And then I guess it's the same with vous. All right. Now I asked our good friend Google Gemini to explain this. Okay, this image clearly illustrates the imperative mood, specifically reflexive verbs, les verbes prominents. Reflexive verbs are those where the action reflects back on the subject, indicating by a reflexive pronoun. Table shows infinitive reflexive verbs, se coucher, go to bed, se lever, se promener. Affirmative imperative, 肯定是形式. Affirmative form, the structure, verb, imperative. So the order, if you give somebody an order, imperative. Te, nous, vous changes to the stressed pronoun toi, nous, vous. The stressed pronoun, they change it to stressed pronoun. Couche-toi. Toi is used for tu. It's levons-nous tout. Get up, let's get up early. It's used for this. Negative. In the negative structure, ne, reflexive pronoun plus verb, remains in its usual form and position before the verb. Ne pas. Examples: ne te couchez pas très tard. Ne nous levons pas tard. Yeah, it's exactly what we were just saying. Now, in the next screenshot, there's actually two screenshots. I'm going to close this one, and then I'm going to... Second screenshot goes even crazier. So it says, elles se sont rencontrées à Paris. So they said in this case, the verb, although it's this kind of verb, right? So usually if we're using an être to show past tense, then you wouldn't change the second verb as you would like a adjective. It's only when you use avoir that the second verb would change like an adjective, unless you're using a reflexive verb, and specifically a reflexive verb that connects two people together, so they met each other. So then es of elle is also added to the verb. Okay, jeez. Well, that's a test question. Last night, elles se sont parlé langue. So it's here. So they se sont parlé longuement. So last night they spoke at length. So in this case, it doesn't say they spoke to each other. So you don't change the par to, you don't add an es on the par. So this is parler à quelqu'un, speak to someone. Where this one is they rencontré, they met each other. Right. Elle s'est lavée avant le petit déjeuner. So she said, okay, so in this case, she's washing her whole body. She took a shower before breakfast. So she said, in this case, we do change the reflexive verb because she's washing herself. And then she said, well, but if she's only washing part of herself, in this case, her hands, then you do not change the verb. What are you talking about? All right, so augment occurs when the reflexive pronoun is a direct object. Example, elles se sont rencontrées à Paris. They met each other in Paris. Ce, each other, is the direct object of rencontrer, to meet someone. They met whom? Each other. Therefore, rencontrer agrees with L, feminine plural, by adding es. The Chinese explanation says, rencontrer 本身是及物动词，字反对词 se 是它的直接宾语，所以过去分词要与主语 L 进行式数配合。In case you're wondering. Rencontrer itself is a transitive verb, the reflexive pronoun. Ça is direct object, so the past participle must agree in gender and number within the subject of L. Ce, elle s'est lavée avant le petit déjeuner. She washed herself before breakfast. Herself, ce is a direct object of laver, to wash something. She washed whom? Herself. Therefore, laver agrees with L. No agreement occurs when the reflexive pronoun is an indirect object. So actually, the girl that was making the video, she didn't explain this very clearly. And even she was just like, no one talks that no one talks that difficult in France. It's like, no, you just don't understand the difference between reflexive and indirect and direct object. So it's saying when ce is the direct object. In this case, it's ce means each other. They met who? They met each other. So the verb to meet, what did they meet? What's the object? It's direct. It's the each other. And then what? She washed what? Herself. She washed herself. So she's the direct object. But here, last night, look, so ce to each other is the indirect object for par. And how do you know it's indirect? Because it has this parler à, to speak to. So when you speak, you don't actually speak to someone. You speak out into the air, and then indirectly the words are carried to that person. So they didn't speak directly to each other. They spoke, and then they were able to hear each other. Indirect. Elle s'est lavé les mains. She washed her hands. So what did she wash? She didn't wash herself. Here, for herself, to herself is the indirect object. She washed what? She washed her hands. Les mains is the direct object. Because ce is an indirect object, she performed the action by washing her hands. Does not agree with L. It remains laver. Well, that's great. Nice to get through that. There's also this. I'm not sure if we can answer this right now, just based on our experiences just a minute ago. There's no audio in this one either. What the hell is this? It's like a phone number in the bottom. Some weird shit. Okay. All right, I'm falling apart here, boys. Let's go through one by one. All right. Tu es fatigué en ce moment, alors se reposer pendant les vacances. All right, what's going on with this one? Tu es fatigué. You are tired. So this is using the I thought with être, you don't have to agree. It doesn't have to agree with the personal pronoun, but it looks like it is. Alors, se reposer pendant les vacances. So rest yourself Tu, form of reposer is the present of reposer. For the imperative, drop the S of ER verbs repose. Reflexive te becomes toi. Repose-toi. Repose-toi. Okay. Vous avez trop chaud. Ah bien. Baignez-vous. Vous forms baigner, baigner. Baignez-vous. Amusez-vous. Bon, allez les filles. Promène-toi. Couchez-vous. I don't know what it's talking about. Now, in the last one, it's like, all right, so can you write this whole passage in the past tense? Cette année, this year, on vacation, I got up all of the days at 10 o'clock in the morning. In the afternoon, what is this word, baigner? Je me baigne. In the afternoon, I took a shower and rested. And in the evening, with Luke, nous nous promenons un peu sur la plage. We walked a little on the beach. Ensuite, and then we go on a bar or a club or a bar, and we amuse, we have fun, and we go to bed late. That's vacation. So they're asking you to put it in past tense. So the first thing you do is you have to find all the verbs. Me lever, me baigne, me repose, nous nous promenons, va, s'amuse, se couche. Can we do it? All right. So lever is what? Je me suis levé, je me suis levé, je me suis baigné, je me suis reposé, nous, I don't know, promenons. All right. Je me suis levé, I got one right. Je me suis baigné, je me suis reposé. Nous sommes. Promener. Changing this one. Et aller. C'est amuser. C'est coucher. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, the fun part about all this is that we actually didn't even get to the exercise from today. Oh, it looks like it's only going to take 10 seconds. All right. Now, Google. So what are we going to do here? Because I don't really want to do anything but challenge. Let's read. What are the instructions for this exercise? Now, one thing we can do if we're not feeling it up to doing the task, to try to make this as simple as possible, is we can read. Bonjour. Okay. Valérie, 31 ans, danseuse. Pour moi, les vacances, c'est très important, mais je ne pars pas souvent parce que ça coûte cher de partir. Okay, so in this case, I should have said souvent. When it's a person, one person, it's souvent. 31 danseuse, she's a dancer. Pour moi, les vacances est très important, mais je ne pars pas souvent parce que ça coûte cher de partir. Coûte cher. What's too expensive? For me, vacation is very important, but I don't go away often because it's expensive. Oh no. There we go. Oof. En général, je vais dans ma famille dans le sud de la France. Ma mère et mes 2 frères habitent à côté d'Aix-en-Provence. C'est très beau là-bas. J'aime beaucoup. Je pars toujours en juin par quand juillet est haute. Il y a trop de monde. Et en juin, je ne travaille pas. Je prends le train le matin à Lille et j'arrive dans l'après-midi à Haï, au soleil. C'est vraiment super. Pendant les vacances, j'aime bien aller sur la plage, me baigner à côté d'Aix et me reposer. Mais j'adore aussi sortir le soir dans le bar ou en discothèque. Okay, so you can see I have a lot of practice reading. Doesn't necessarily mean I know all the words. Okay, en général, je vais être dans ma famille dans le sud de la France. Ma mère et deux frères habitent à côté d'Aix-en-Provence. C'est très beau là-bas. J'aime beaucoup de part toujours en juin. I don't know how to say this. Juin. Parce quand juillet, I don't know how to say that. Juillet est out. Il y a trop de monde. Et en juin, je ne travaille pas. Je prends le train le matin à Lille et j'arrive dans l'après-midi. Aïe, 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 aïe. Au soleil. C'est vraiment super pendant les vacances. J'aime bien aller sur la plage, me baigner, venir à côté d'Aix et me reposer. Mais j'adore aussi sortir le soir dans le bar au un discothèque. Perfect. In general, je vais être. In general, I am going to my family. I usually go to my family in the south of France. My mother and my two brothers live next to this place, whatever this is called, Aix-en-Provence. It's really beautiful there. I really love to go there always in June because July and August is il y a trop de monde. It's too crowded. Trop de monde. Interesting. Et je ne travaille pas. Je prends le train le matin. I take the train in the morning in Lille and I arrive in the afternoon au soleil, in the sun. C'est vraiment super. Pendant les vacances, j'aime bien aller sur la plage. I really like to go to walk along the beach and bathe next to the, whatever that thing is, swim. Good. All right, let's take a look at the second one. Nicolas, 42 ans, fleuriste. Point. Avec ma femme et mes deux filles, nous adorons faire du camping, en général au bord de la mer. Ma femme aime bien la Bretagne. Moi, je préfère la Provence. Cette année, nous sommes allés dans le sud et nous avons visité et en Provence. Avec nous voyageons toujours en voiture. C'est pratique et nous préférons partir en juillet. On aime bien aller à la plage, se baigner un peu, mais on préférait visiter des villes, des musées. Ça, c'est intéressant. Okay, that's one way to make it come out faster. Okay, so I thought I was going to get a period by saying point. Avec ma femme et mes deux filles, nous adorons faire du camping en général au bord de la mer. Ma femme aime bien la Bretagne. Moi, je préfère la Provence. Cette année, nous sommes allés dans le sud et nous avons visité. En Provence, Avignon. Nous voyageons toujours en voiture. C'est pratique et nous préférons partir en juillet. On aime bien aller à la plage, se baigner un peu, mais on préfère visiter des villes. Visiter des villes, des musées. Ça, c'est intéressant. Britannia. Yeah, exactly. So your choices are copy. Huh? That's one way to do it. Yeah, I'm just holding on, man. I'm just barely holding on. Just barely holding on here. All right, well. I'm not sure it's going to fit. What is this? Somehow I got to fit this in here. First thing you got to do is you got to close the back. Then make it real small. All right, I'm done. So we got a little more than 2 weeks to go, and then maybe we'll just take a break. Or maybe we'll just keep going.